Good morning, everyone. So there's a lovely thunderstorm going on outside, so I'm not sure how great the lighting is, but I thought I would show you my progress for the week. So I got most of this done, and I realized, and those of you on Instagram have already heard about this, but all this that I hadn't had to unpick, I now have to take out because the stitches are going differently than how I stitch, and I didn't catch it in time. And at this point, what I have done is greater than what was done, so all of this, as you can see, I've started to rip out. So I started ripping that out last night. I was starting to get close in my stitching, and the next section, because the way this dress works is there's bands of colors going up, and the next band of color was going to start coming up here. So I decided this really needs to go. So I started ripping that out with my seam ripper last night. So I'll probably finish unpicking all of this, the whole bit. If we unscroll this, there's quite a bit there that I need to unpick. The good thing is, I was thinking about the upside, is I had decided I was going to unpick the skin anyway and do that 1/1. I really like that look, and so it's not the end of the world, just a little bit more to do. And then the other thing I've been up to is I have been making some needle minders. So I made the ghost, and I made the I love my dog, and then I made this one. Now, the ghost is from a set of earrings that I found at a Halloween store, and they were, I mean, the ghost is fine, but the hardware was poorly attached that you actually put in your ear. So, and it was a whole $1.50 for the set. So I took those, and I just took the thing out. I can eventually cut the hole off if I want to, but you know, this was from a keychain that fell apart, and I just decided to go with this. Again, I could cut the loop off if I wanted to. And then this was a pen, I left the pen portion on there, that my grandmother gave me some almost 20 years ago. I think for Christmas or my birthday, one of the two. I loved cats, and let me tell you, every time I have worn this, you get some very interesting reactions, but I really don't wear a lot of pens anymore. And, well, you know, the toilet seat thing just really isn't something I want to wear and explain anymore. But I thought it was totally cute, and I would never throw it away. My grandmother gave it to me, so why not repurpose it? And I left the pin on, and I use hot glue, so I could always get the magnets off if for some reason I wanted it as a pin. Again, so made that. And I thought I would quickly show you how I make them. So I have a few Disney pins. Wow, listen to that thunder. That I have got over the years. We used to have a Disney store where I lived, and I would go and collect some of the pins. I never got that many of them because, again, it's not something I'd actually wear. They sat on a bulletin board. I used them kind of like a push pin. But my husband popped the backs off, the pin parts, for me. As you can see, those two came off really well. This one left a little bit of a nub, but it's not sharp or anything, so I'm not worried about that. Now this one is a little bit sharp. I don't know if you can see that little bit of a point there. So basically I'm just going to take the Dremel and file that down before I mess with that. So I just use the ceramic magnets. It's just what I can find. I'll also use the flexible magnets. The ceramic ones are a little bit stronger than the flexible magnets, but the ceramic ones kind of can leave, I don't think that's from the magnets, I'm not sure what that is from, but they can leave a bit of a black dust occasionally that you have to wipe off. So be aware. I haven't had a problem. You can see where they've been on my fabric, and if we, I mean, they've been all over here on my fabric, and you can see the faintest little circle there, which I'm not even 100% sure is actually there. I can see something with the camera, but to the naked eye, there's nothing there. So I'm not sure if that's a shadow or not. Because to the naked eye, I can't see anything. But here's where this one was just sitting, and you can just see the impression of where the magnet was, but there's no dirt there. So I haven't had a problem with them, and I've been using them for a while. Some of my other, let's see, find another ceramic one. I think in actuality, the ones not being used currently are the flexible ones. Everything I'm using on all my patterns is the non-flexible. So obviously I haven't had a problem because they're on all my projects right now. Yeah, that's kind of funny. So, you know, I'm starting to amass a few. Those are all the fabric ones, and then I decided to try just things I had around the house. I wasn't going to spend a lot of money on needle minders. It's just not something I had the money for, so use what I have around the house. Repurpose. And I thought this was a great way to use things that I don't display anymore. So I'm going to set the camera down. You can stare at my Halloween thing for a second. Alright, so there's my magnets. My hot glue gun has heated up. Now all I'm going to do, make sure you can see this, I'm just going to put a dab of the glue, and then I just take the magnet and squish it down. And I just kind of apply a little pressure to make sure that the glue gets spread out nicely. Kind of got a little sandwich there, and it's resting a little bit on that tip, but I've got good contact with the glue, so that one's done. And once again, and the nice thing with the hot glue is it's not permanent. If I decided I wanted to make these back into pins, I could take the magnets off and go get some pen backs and stick some pins back on there. But honestly, I'm not gonna wear it. This way I get to enjoy them. They were upstairs on a bulletin board that I don't use that often. Oh, well, that was a bit of a problem. It stuck right in where it to stick. Eeyore would have to be difficult. Well, I guess I'm going to have to pry that one off later, because you can see the magnet. Apparently this one was magnetized because the magnets just clamped right to it. So, I'd have to heat that up to get the hot glue off, and I'm not done with that right now. I just wanted to shoot a quick video. So, now I have a whole bunch of kind of cute little things, and I'll just put them up here with all the rest of my needle minders. Not an extensive collection, but you know, they're not hard to make, and you can find pens all over the place, not as easily as you used to. My husband suggested I go into Spencer's. I might check Spencer's online before I go to the mall and deal with that, but that's not a bad little collection. I don't think that's too bad. Gonna have to find some Christmas ones pretty soon, because those are all, I got a couple Halloween ones now. I got some, you know, everyday ones. Gonna have to think about Christmas pretty soon. So anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you guys all have a great stitchy day, and I will talk to you later.